Good evening, friends. Am I audible? Right, Kamlesh, right. Yes, good. Right. Today I am going to explain the history and how to write a sample C program. What is the terminology in that? Why we have to use? How it should be used? Right. Now there are so many programming languages in the world. Once upon a time there is a most popular high-level programming language. Its name is BCPL. What is that? BCPL. What is the meaning of BCPL? It is Basic Combined Programming Language. What is that? Basic Combined Programming Language. It was developed by Martin Richard. Was developed by Martin Richard. From BCPL, they developed one more language that is known as B. Sruti, please mute your mic. From BCPL, they developed one more language. The name is B. Who is the developer of B? B was developed by Ken Thompson. Who is the developer? Ken Thompson. Actually, the languages BCPL and B both are typeless programming languages. BCPL and B are typeless programming languages. What is the meaning of typeless? Typeless means without typing, not like that. Typeless means there are no data types. Data types are not there in these two languages. In C language, you can find character, integer, float, double. 4 data types are there, no? In this language, there are no data types. So it doesn't support any data type. So it is called as typeless programming language. So typeless programming languages. After that, there is a person. His name is Dennis Ritchie. He introduced a new programming language and he introduced data types also. From B, they developed C language. B led to C. Now, C was developed by Dennis Ritchie. Who is the developer of this one? Dennis Ritchie. in 1972 at AT&T Bell Laboratory. Bell Laboratory. Right. In AT&T Bell Laboratory. On Unix machine. The computer which is having Unix operating system, on that machine, C language was developed. This is the simple history of C programming language. Now I will explain this. BCPL, it is one of the most high-level popular programming language. High-level language. Popular high-level programming language. It stands for Basic Combined Programming Language. It was developed by Martin Richard. It was developed by Martin Richard. From BCPL, a new language B was developed. So B was the developer of B is Ken Thompson. It was developed by Ken Thompson. Actually, BCPL and B, these two are popular, but they don't have any data types. So these are called as typeless programming languages. Typeless programming languages. After that, Dennis Ritchie, he introduced a new programming language. Its name is C with data types. It is a typed programming language. C is a typed programming language. What is the meaning of typed programming language? C language supports data types. That is the meaning of typed programming language. So this is about a brief history of C programming language. It was developed in 1972 at AT&T Bell Laboratory on Unix computer, Unix machine. Now I will explain how to write a sample C program. Sample C program and its terminology. Right. You should write C program like this. First of all, you have to write a hash include stdio.h. After that, we have to write void main. Within these two curly brackets, you have to write the program that is known as processing statements. Processing statements. Here one semicolon. It is the sample C program, right? Now, right. Now this is the sample C program. In this line is called as include statement. What is this? It is called as include statement. This is called as main method. It is called as main function or main method. Main method or main function. The code which is important to your program, that is known as processing statements. This is called as processing statements. So these three types of statements are there in any C program. Now, any C program has three types of statements. One is include statements. Every C program must have include statements. Second one is a main method. Every program must have a main method. Main method or main function. Every program must have processing statements. Processing statements. So these three types of statements are there in all the programs. Now, what is the use of include statements? Why we have to write hash include stdio.h at the top of the program? Right. What about that? First one, include statements. Right. Include statements. You have to write include statements at the top of the program. So it is called as the first statement in any C program. Now it is called as, it is the first statement in any C program. Right. It always begins with the hash symbol. It always begins with the hash symbol. It always begins with the hash. The name of the symbol is hash. Hash symbol. Right. It is also called as preprocessor statements. It is also called as preprocessor statements or preprocessor directive statements. So it is also called as preprocessor directive. It is also called as preprocessor directive. What is the meaning of preprocessor? What is the meaning of directive? Why it is calling as preprocessor directive? We have to remember that one. Now, preprocessor. All of you write a 10th class examination. Before 10th class main examination, we have 10th class pre-final examination. The exams, those are conducted before the main exams. Those are called as pre. So, preprocessor means before running the program, this line will be executed. So, it is called as pre-processing. Right? Means before execution means compilation. There are two steps in program running. First one is compilation. Second one is running. Compilation and running. Right. What is the meaning of compilation? You write the program in English. Am I right? You write the program in English. But computer cannot understand English. It can understand zeros and ones. It can understand machine language. So whatever the program you write in English, that should be converted into machine understandable. That process is called as compilation. Converting high level language means English to machine language means binary language. It is called as compilation. After converting your English program into binary language, then computer can understand and it will execute. So that process is called as running. Running in the sense executing the program. What is that? Executing the program. Executing the program. Now, this line will be executed at the time of compilation, not at the time of running. So it is called as preprocessor directive. It will be executed. It will be executed at compile time. At compile time. At compile time, it will be executed. Right. Now, why it is calling as directive? It gives direction to the compiler. It gives direction to compiler. So, compilation process can be done by a special software that is known as compiler. That software is a compiler. So, it gives direction to compiler. So, it is called as directive. So, it gives direction to compiler. So, it is called as directive. Right. Now, why we have to use this line here? What is the use of hash include stdio.h? Suppose I need a tablet. Where it will be available? It will be available in medical shop. Suppose I want to do a function at my home. I need so many tables, so many chairs, so many tents. From where I can bring them in tent house, from tent house. So in the same manner, to write a program, you require so many tools. Those tools are available in these header files. To use those header file functions, you have to include in your program. Then only you can use the functions, those are available in this header file. So before going to use those functions, you have to include this header file. So whenever you write a hash include stdio.h, then what happens? The code inside this header file will be copied into your program. Will be copied into your program. It copy the content of header file into our program. Right. Header file into our program. This is the use of This hash include stdio.h, right? So this is about the first statement. Now, why we have to write this main method? So there are so many statements in the program. Compiler should start at which line? Compiler should start the program at which line? That is very, very important. So compiler always starts the execution from main method. So it is compulsory method. You should write a main method compulsorily. Why it is calling as main? Means it is compulsory. It is very, very important. So what is main method? Main method. Right. What is main method? It is core. Core means it is very, very important. It is core of any program. Right. Main method is there in C language. Main method is there in C++ language. Main method is there in Java language. In so many programming languages, always program starts its execution from main. So it is called as first executable statement. It is a first executable statement. Executable statement. It is first executable statement. Your program will be executed from this line only. Right. So it is called as entry point of any program. It is entry point of program. It is entry point of program. It is compulsory. You have to write at least one main method. It is mandatory. Mandatory means compulsory. You have to write main method compulsorily. You should not leave it. So it is compulsory. It is very, very important. But you cannot write more than one time. So it is unique. It should be unique. It is unique. Means you should not duplicate, or it cannot be duplicated. It cannot be duplicated. You should not write main method twice or thrice. So you have to write main method only one time. So the body inside the main method, the body means whatever you are writing here, that is called as body of main method. It should be write by you. So it is called as user defined function. It is not predefined function. It is user defined. How you want to define? It is in your hand. Whatever the statements you want to write, how you want to define, what are the statements you want to write, that you can write. So it is purely user defined function. User defined function. Right. We can write main method in 6 formats. We can write main method in 6 formats. It can be write. It can be write in 6 models. 6 models. First model is you can write like main. That's it. Or you can write int main also. You can write. Or void main also you can write. I am using void main. No, void main also you can write. Or you can write main of void. It also you can write. Or you can write int main of void. It is also you can write. Or void main of void. It is also possible. You can write this program, this main method in these 6 formats. Right? All are lowercase letters only. So don't use any uppercase letter here. All are lowercase letters. A main method can be write in these 6 models. This is about a main method. Right. Next. What is processing statements? Why we have to write these processing statements? Now, processing statements. So why we have to write program? By writing program, we can give solution to a particular problem. There is a problem. We need to write the solution for that. That solution is nothing but processing statements. These statements tells to the compiler what to do, how to do, when to do. This tells what to do, how to do, when to do. Time also important. Procedure also important. What we have to do, that is also important. When to do. So these are the statements. Those tells about these three: what to do, how to do, when to do. So these are the steps or statements. Those describe means explains. Those describe what to do, how to do, and when to do. For what? In order to solve a problem. In order to solve the problem. Why we have to write this code? To give a solution to a problem. So this is about processing statements. So the steps we have to write in a program to explain what to do, how to do, when to do to solve a problem. This is nothing but processing statements. So these are the common points in any C programming language. These are the common points in any C programming language. Right. Now, here I used semicolon. Right. Now, what is the meaning of semicolon? In all the programs, you have to use semicolon. What is the using semicolon? See, why I have given space here? What is the use of space here? Space is to separate the words. Why I put full stop here? It is used to indicate the statement was completed, means sentence was completed. Why we have to use, why we have to move to next line? Means this paragraph was completed. So to tell that each line completed, a line of code was completed, that is indicated by semicolon. That is indicated by semicolon. Right? Any doubt? Good. End of the statement. Compilation. Good. Right. So I will explain what is that is called as statement terminator. The name of that line is that semicolon is called as statement terminator. Good. Statement terminator. Right. Now, each and every statement. What is the meaning of statement? Can you tell me? What is a statement in program? Statement is nothing but an instruction given to computer. An instruction given to computer in the sense compiler. Given to compiler is called statement. Now every statement must be terminated. Every statement must terminate with semicolon. What is that? Semicolon. That is called statement terminator. Statement terminator. Right. Now, what is the symbol for statement terminator? The statement for statement terminator is semicolon. It is the statement terminator. After completion of every statement, we have to put semicolon. It is compulsory, right? So now write down this, note down this one. After that, I will continue the class. Jyotirmayi, Kamlesh, write down this. Srushti, is it clear to you? Good, good. My dear students, better to write down, better to note down this. It will be very helpful for you. Can I scroll down? Jyotirmay, can I scroll down? Can I scroll down? How far you finished? Up to main method or in include statements? Can you ping a message? All completed. Good, 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 good. Right. Processing statements. Sai, note down this. Good, good. In C programming language, after every statement, you have to put the symbol, semicolon. It is called as statement terminator. Can I scroll down up to processing statements? Kamlesh, good. Right. Jyotirmay, good. After completion of writing, please tell me. I can go to next topic. Next topic. Okay, right. Good. See, don't write while I am teaching, right? So better to listen, then I will give time to write. Right. Now see, this is a sample C program, no? Hash include stdio.h, void main, open curly bracket, closing curly bracket, inside the processing statements. Now, what is the use of this symbol? Why we have to use open curly bracket there? So, whenever you purchase a site, what you will do? You will stick some stones at the edges. Those are called as borders. Am I right? What it indicates? It indicates the site in between 4 stones is related to you. In the same manner, it indicates main method begins from here. It indicates main method ends with this. So it is used to indicate the beginning. It is used to indicate the ending. So the names of this is open delimiter. First open bracket is called as open delimiter. What is the symbol for this? Open curly bracket. It is called as open delimiter. What is the use of this one? It is used to indicate the beginning of function or block. Block means a group of statements. Block or user defined reference. User defined reference means if, switch, while, for. You can go through all these concepts in future, right? So it is just used to indicate the beginning of a function, beginning of a block, beginning of user defined function, user defined references. Okay, it is used to indicate the beginning of anyone. Now, what is the use of closing curly bracket? What is the name of that one? It is known as closing delimiter. What is the name of that one? Closing delimiter. The symbol is closing curly bracket. Right. What is the use of this one? It is used to indicate the ending of function completed, or block completed, or user defined reference completed. User defined reference means a block defined by you, user defined reference. So if you want to indicate the closing, you have to use closing curly bracket. If you want to indicate the opening, beginning, you have to use open curly bracket, right? These two. Note these two. Open delimiter and closing delimiter. You should not say open curly bracket. You should not say closing curly bracket, right? You have to say, whenever you see this, open delimiter. Whenever you see this, you have to say closing delimiter, right? Note. After completion of writing, please tell me. I can go to next concept. Right, completed. Good. Now see here. I put some symbol here. Divided by and divided by, slash slash. What is the use of this one? See, suppose you got a job and right, it is about comments. Good. Good. It is comments. Now, what is the use of comment? Why we have to write it in program? Suppose you got a job and you developed a software. After development, what you will do? You will remove from that project and you can assign by another project. You developed one project that was delivered to user. After deliver, the user may get some doubt. Who will clear that? To clear those doubts and to do some modifications, there is another team, maintenance team. You are the developers team. You developed that project and delivered to end user. After that, your duty is completed. Now, new team will be into the picture. That team is known as maintenance team. How maintenance team can understand what is the code written by you? For that, you have to write comments. For simply, whenever you purchase a new item, for then you will get one booklet. Am I right? Whenever you get a TV, whenever you purchase a TV, whenever you purchase a washing machine, or whenever you purchase a fridge, you will get a booklet. What is the use of booklet? By going through the booklet, you can understand how to use it, how it will be functional, In the same manner, in your application also, while writing the code, you have to write some messages. I am writing this code for this. I am writing this function for this. I am creating a variable for this. You have to write like this. So that is just for maintenance team, not for computer. That is called as comment. Comment is nothing but it is a message which improve the clarity of program. So comment is a message which improve the clarity of program. It improve the readability. Of program. It improve the understandability. Of program. So it is just for you, not for computer. So it won't compile. Comments doesn't compile. What is the meaning of doesn't compile? Compile means it doesn't convert it to machine code. Comments does not converted into machine language, machine code. It doesn't execute also. Comment does not execute. It does not execute also. Why you are writing this? It is just for compiler. It is just for user. It is two types. How many types? It is two types. One is single line comment. single line comment. Second one is multi-line comment. Two types of comments are there. Multi-line comment. Now, what is the meaning of single line comment? Single line comment is nothing but a comment which fit in one line. With this compilation, good. Comment is nothing. Single line comment. What is the meaning of single line comment? A comment which fit in one line is called single line comment. Is called a single line comment. It is also called as line comment. It is also called as, sometimes it is called as line comment. How it should be begin? It always begins with which symbol? Tell me. Which always, I already used it there. Always begins with by symbol. By symbol. It always begins with by symbol. Right? I will give an example. We have to start with slash and slash. This is single line comment. Now, what is multi-line comment? Multi-line comment is nothing but sometimes the comment is not small, it is big. It won't fit in one line. It will be in multiple lines. Then it is called as multi-line comment. A comment which is too big, which does not fit in one line. It present in multiple lines. Then it is called multi-line comment. Multi-line comment. It is also called as, one more name is there. It is also called as block comment. Block comment. It always enclosed. How to write it? It always enclosed within slash and star. Here you have to write multi-line comment. Finally, you have to close with star and slash. Star and slash. Now I will give you an example. You have to start with slash and star. Here you have to write multi-line comment. This is example to multi-line comment. It is in multiple lines. It is in multiple lines, like that. Yet finally you have to write star and by operator, right? So this is about multi-line comment. In this way, you can write comments in two ways. One is single line, second one is multi-line comments. Now note down this about comments. Good, Kamlesh, good. Your response is very good. Right. Good. Note on this, my dear friend. Right. After completion of writing, if you have any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, you can leave from the class for today. Digendra Singh, do you have any doubt?
Sir, by how much time it will get completed?
45 days, sir. 45 days. Right? What is
Okay.
today? 9th, no? Next month, 9th, 30 days. After that, 15 days. Means nearly 24th. 24th June.
Okay.
Okay, right. Jyotirmay, any doubt? No, good. Kamlesh Rai, do you have any doubt? Payal Sushkar, if you have any doubt, you can ask.
Sir, data structures will be covered over here, or that is a separate batch?
That is separate batch. DS is separate, C language is separate. Okay.
Okay.
Both cannot be finished within the 45 days.
Yeah.
DS also it will take 45 days.
Okay. So that will be like executed when this will complete, or is that is a different batch going on?
That is different batch. After this, you can learn DS, right? Okay. Can I close the class? Can I close the session?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Good evening, friends. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, right. Today, I am going to explain. Before going to write the program, we have to write the algorithm. Today, I will explain what is algorithm, how to write them. Right. Can I wait a minute? All right. Now, what is algorithm? Algorithm is nothing but step-by-step procedure. If you want to ride a bike, there is a procedure. What is the procedure? You have to start the bike with key. Then there are some gears. You have to move to first gear. Then you have to start the vehicle. After that, second gear. After that, third gear. After that, fourth gear. Whenever you want to slow, then you have to come back from fourth gear to third gear to second gear, like that. Yet finally, if you want to stop, then you have to press the brakes and you have to come back to neutral and then you have to stop the vehicle. It is nothing but step-by-step procedure. In the same manner, we have to write a step-by-step procedure to solve a problem. That procedure is called as algorithm. Today, I will explain some algorithms before going to solve the problems. Right. Now, what is the algorithm? Algorithm is nothing but step-by-step procedure. Step-by-step procedure. Right. It always begins with the start. It always begins with start. And it always ends with the stop. It always ends with stop. Now, what is algorithm? Algorithm is nothing but step-by-step procedure. Algorithm always begins with which letter? Start letter. Algorithm always ends with which letter? Stop letter. Right. If you want to perform any operation, you have to use calculate keyword. To perform any operation, we have to use calculate keyword. Right. Now I will solve some programs and algorithms for you. First one is write an algorithm to find sum of two numbers. Now it is nothing but step-by-step procedure. First step, it is always start. To find the sum of two numbers, what we have to do? We should have two numbers, no? We have to read two numbers. Reading means we have to use input keyword. Input. What is the question? Type two numbers. You have to type two numbers. After that, what we have to do? We have to read. The numbers are A, B. I am thinking first number is A, second number is B. To print this message, we have to use display or print message. Display command or print command you can use. After reading A, B, you can find the sum. How to find? You have to use calculate. What you are going to find? Sum. What is the formula? A plus B. It is the formula. In this way, you can find the sum of two numbers. After finding the sum, you have to print the result. For that, you can use print command or you can use display command. Display sum. Finally, you have to stop the program. In this way, you can write an algorithm to find the sum of two numbers. Listen carefully. What is algorithm? Algorithm is nothing but step-by-step procedure to solve a problem. Algorithm always begins with which keyword? Start keyword. This is. Algorithm always ends with which letter? Stop letter. To perform any operation, which keyword I have to use? Calculate. Calculate keyword I have to use. To read the data, which keyword I have to use? To read the data, we have to use input keyword. Input keyword. To print the output, which keyword I have to use? Display keyword I have to use. To print result, we have to use display or print keyword. Is it okay? How to write an algorithm? Now note on this. Note on this one. After completion of writing, please tell me. Right, completed. Now, I will write one more algorithm and I will go to next topic. Write an algorithm to find area of rectangle. How to find area of rectangle? First of all, we have to start the algorithm. What is the formula to find the area of rectangle? Tell me. Formula is length into width. Am I right? Good. Here we have to read length. We have to read width. How to read them? Before going to read, we have to ask type. What we require? Length as well as width we require. Right. How to read the data? By using which keyword? By using input keyword. Input of length means L, width means W. After reading length comma width, what we can do? We can find the area. To calculate anything, you have to use calculate keyword. Calculate. Area equal to length into width. Now you find the area. After that, what to do? We have to display the result. How to display? By using display command. Display. What you have to display? Area. Now display area. After displaying the area, what we have to do? Finally, we have to stop the loop algorithm. So stop. It is the algorithm. We have to start. After that, we have to read length comma width. After reading length comma width, we can find the area. After finding, we have to display the result. After that, we have to stop the program. It is a simple program to find area of rectangle. Right? Note on this one. Kamlesh. Good response. Yes, L and W, here L and W are variables. Okay. I didn't tell you why, because you don't know what is variable. That's why I didn't tell you. Right? Actually, L is a variable, W is a variable. Some new students are there. They may feel what is a variable. Right? I will explain you later. L for length, W for width. How to get area? By multiplying length into width. So in that way, I find the area and I print. Right. After completion of writing, please tell me. Good. Completed. Good. Now, the next topic in C programming language is what is data types? What is the meaning of data type? Whenever you go to cool drink shop, there are so many cool drinks, Thumbs Up, Maaza, Pepsi, Coca-Cola. What are these? These are nothing but types of drinks. Whenever you go to hotel, there are so many things. Idli, dosa, chapati. What are those? Those are the types in tiffin. In the same manner, data also having some types. Those are nothing but data types. Now, what is a data type? Actually, it is a keyword. It is a keyword. Keyword means a reserved word. Data types are reserved for some purpose. So it is called as keyword. It explains about type of data. It explains about type of data.
Daddy loves my food.
Right. It explains about type of data. C language provides 4 types of data types. C provides how many types of data types? 4 types of data types. I will explain in table. See this? Right. It is serial number. Data type name. It is size of data type. It is example. Right. How many data types are there? 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 types of data types are there. Now on keyboard you can see letter A, letter B, letter C, letter D. Alphabets you can see on keyboard, no? Those are nothing but character data type. Character. In computer it can be treated as character. Find a plus symbol, minus symbol, into symbol, by symbol. All symbols also characters. Right. Now on keyboard you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. When you press 1 and 0, then it becomes 10. When you press 1, 2, 5, then it becomes 125. So all these are known as numbers. In C language, those are called as integers. Those are called as integers. In between 1 and 2, you can find 1.1. All these are called as floating point numbers. So float. Now same 1.1 comma 1.2 comma 1.12, all these are also called as double. Now you may get one doubt. Sir, what is float? What is double? You are saying 1.1 is float. Again you are saying 1.1 is double. It's not good. But what is the difference between float and double? You have to identify that. Float and double both are same. But how many precisions are there? Precisions are nothing but digits after dot operator. Those are called as precisions. How many precisions are there? It depends upon float and double. Suppose I will give 2 examples to you. Note. Example 1. I am taking a float variable. Float result equal to 100 by 3. I am taking double variable. Double result equal to 100 by 3. Now 100 by 3. 33.3333 like this. Here also 100 by 3 is equal to same 33.3333 and so on. But float maintains 6 precisions. It maintains only 6. See this, 3 and 3, 6 precisions. Whereas double maintains 10 precisions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it maintains 10 precisions. How many precisions are there? It becomes, if a number having 10 precisions, then it is called double. A number having only 6 precisions, then it is called float. Here see, it has only 1 precision. Now you cannot predict whether it is float or whether it is double. It may be double or it may be float also. Right. Like this, the difference between float and double is that just the precisions, the difference of precisions is called as float or double. Now, whenever you store the data in computer, it occupies some size. The size of alphabets is only 1 byte. 1 byte. The size of integer, it is 2 bytes. It is 2 bytes. The size of float, it is 4 bytes. It is the size of double, it is 8 bytes. It is 8 bytes. Now, this is about data types. Now, what you find here? What is the note here? Float maintains how many precisions? Float data type maintains 6 precisions. Double data type maintains 10 precisions. 10 precisions. Right. So this is about data types. How many data types are there in C language? 4 types of data types are there. Right. Now, write out this. Note on this. Kamlesh. Yes, space also a character. In simple terms, whatever you type using keyboard, all are characters only. After that, it will be converted into integer. After that, it will be converted into double. After that, it will be converted into float. Right? So suppose I mentioned it is integer. Suppose I mentioned within the single quotation, then it is a character. Right? Whatever you can find on keyboard, all are characters only. String is different. I will tell you what is string later. Right, these are about data types. After completion of writing, please tell me, friends. Right. Now, the next one is modifiers. What is the meaning of modifier? My dear friends, suppose I have 2 liters water bottle. In that 2 liters water bottle, how much of milk can I pour? How much of milk can I store? I can store half liter. I can store 1 liter. I can store 1.5 liter. Up to 2 liters I can store. Am I right? Yes. If I pour beyond 2 liters, then what happens? In 2 liters water bottle, suppose I pour 3 liters milk, then what happens? Milk will be wasted, overflow and wasted. Right. Now in the same manner, what is the size of integer? Integer size is 2 bytes. In this 2 bytes memory, you can store 32,767 2 minus 32,768. The numbers in between these two, we can store in integer. Suppose there is an employee whose salary is 40,000. Now, can I store 40,000 in integer? Is it possible? Not possible. Why? Because in 2 liters water bottle, we cannot store 3 liters of milk. In the same manner, in integer, you cannot store 40,000, value 40,000. Now, 40,000 is actually round number, no? It is just like as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. It is integer only, but we cannot store 40,000 in integer. Then what to do? We have to increase the size of the bottle. If you want to store 3 liters milk, then you have to increase the size of the bottle. If the bottle size is 5 liters, then it is okay. If the bottle size is 3 liters, then also it is okay. In the same manner, you have to change the size of integer. For that, you have to use modifiers. Now, what is a modifier? Modifier is nothing but it is a keyword. It is also a keyword. It is a keyword. Keyword means a reserved word. It is a keyword. What is the use of this one? It is used to modify or alter the meaning of data types. The meaning of data types. C language provides 4 types of modifiers. C language means C language. C language provides 4 types of modifiers. One is long. Second one is short. Third one is signed. Fourth one is unsigned. Unsigned. Right. These 4 are the types of modifiers. Suppose I want to increase the size of integer, then I have to write long integer. It will increase the size of integer. Suppose I want to decrease the size of integer, then I can write a short integer. Suppose I want to store only positive numbers. Positive numbers means signed or unsigned. Number 10, it is positive number. Sign is there or not? No sign. Without sign. So it is nothing but unsigned. So if you want to store only positive numbers, unsigned integer you have to use. Unsigned integer. If you want to store only, so you have to use signed integer. Signed integer. In this way, you can use modifiers. Modifiers are used to modify the meaning of data types. Right? So write down this. What is modifier? Is it clear? Jyotirmayi. Sing. Payal. Shagil Khan. Are you getting? Are you understanding what I am saying? What I am saying? Good, good, good. Note on this modifiers. Completed? Right, good. Now, the next topic is what is variable? So, whenever you go to college, you will take a bag, you will take a lunch box, you will take a water bottle. What is the use of water bottle? Why we have to take? What is the use of lunch box? What is the use of college bag? All these are containers. Those help to store something. If you want to store water, then you need a bottle. If you want to store lunch, then you need a lunch box. If you want to store books, then you need a bag. Those containers are called as variables. That's it. Now, what is a variable? Variable is nothing but it is a container. What is that? It is a container. What is the use of this one? It is used to store the data. What you can store here? The data you can store. So, it is a container, it can store the data. In a variable, you can store only one value. Its capacity is to store a single value. So, it can store only one value. Right. Where these variables will be created inside the memory? So, these variables are created inside the memory. Water bottle, it will be kept in a bag. Your lunch box, it is also kept in bag. In the same manner, variables always created inside the computer memory. So, it creates inside the computer memory. Why it is called as variable? Why it is not box? Why it is not container? Why it is called as variable means it can vary its value. Vary means it can change its value. variation